Hi there. Welcome to my views and news. Two news stories. Firstly, Fano, Profano news outlets have been busy all day today. They've been busy since yesterday, trying to prove that the people of the Amhara region are with Fano, that they're protesting, that the protests are not being covered by news outlets. They're accusing me as well. I have a few words to say about this desperate move, desperate attempt by some pro-Fano news sources. Secondly, an update for you about DDR in Tigray. A few weeks ago, DDR of 75,000 Tigray fighters kicked off. How many have been disarmed, demobilized, reintegrated so far? Let's start from the Amhara region. First, let's a little background, viewers. Just a little background for you. Yesterday, we saw that government-backed rallies were held across the Amhara region. Gondar, Wollo, Shoa, Gujam, everywhere in scores of towns and cities, rallies were taken out. And we must know that Fano opposed the rallies. Fano groups, a day, 2 days, 3 days before the rallies, warned people. They said no rallies will be taken out. They said no one should participate in government rallies. Otherwise, the participants will face the consequences. Did Fano announce before Wednesday that any pro-Fano rallies will be held in Amhara? No. All their statements, I've been analyzing, following the statements, they were against rallies. They said no rallies. They said rallies are being organized by government. That is why people should stay indoors. They threatened people. Despite the threats, rallies were held. And no one was expecting, by the way, that such a large number of rallies would be held in the Amhara. Profano sources tried to minimize the number of rallies. They said no, only in Vollo rallies were held, but pictures being shared in social media, pictures shared by government sources confirm that rallies were taken out across the Amhara, even in Gujam too, which is a stronghold of Fano fighters. And on the day of rallies, yesterday, Wednesday, Fano fighters tried to attack rallies. They threw hand grenades at a rally in Voldia. They attacked rally organizers in Bahirdar. They were gunfire between Fano and military in Debre Birhan. So they tried their best to stop the rallies from being organized. Rallies were held. And when government wants to hold rallies, it's not difficult for government. Why? Government can definitely bring its own people to rallies. Government workers, prosperity party members, laborers, etc. And then there could be Gen participants as well. People definitely sick of fighting. I mean, Fano fighters are killing people who are people leaders, who are leading military operation against Fano. What about the families of those who have been killed? Won't they participate in such rallies? Yes, they will. Shitilla's family. What do you think? The family will support military, support such rallies? Dozens have been killed by Fano so far in the Amhara region. Prosperity party members, government officials, security officials. It's not difficult for government to ensure that people attend rallies. And government can force the people as well. Rallies were held, and since then we have been seeing a campaign to prove that no rallies were held, that Fano rallies were greater in number. And since this morning, I've been seeing old videos being shared by some Amhara activists, some who are saying that these are the real rallies taken out in Amhara in support of Fano against PM Abi's government. Videos are old. Why is the need for this counter narrative? I mean, even Fano's critics acknowledge that Fano fighters receive immense public support. Why have they become so insecure after these rallies? I mean, if they want to hold pro-Fano, anti-government rallies, they can announce today that tomorrow in entire Amhara region, rallies will be held in support of Fano. Let's see how many will come out. Yes, they'll be able to organize some rallies in the areas controlled by them. Rallies are not just the only proof to conclude if Fano fighters receive support from people or not. Fano groups definitely receive support from people. But they're trying to build a counter narrative that yesterday's rallies were predominantly pro-Fano, anti-government. This narrative is wrong. It's correct. It's not correct. It's false. And they're threatening me too. Several viewers. I received so many mails today. They said, Sajid, we're going to unsubscribe. We're going to unsubscribe a membership as well. You won't have any members. I am not earning anything from Ethiopia. You know that. I don't care if people subscribe or not. I remember when I reported about splits in Ola months ago, one of my long time friends, I would say, and contact, he was just offended. He said, Sajid, you are anti-Oromo. There's no division. He said, I'm going to say goodbye to you. He was a very valuable source for me, by the way. I said, okay. Now confirmed. Sunny Nagasa signed peace with the Oromo government. When I reported about Tigray fighters entry in southern Tigray Raya, you saw TPLF supporters. They threatened to boycott the channel. They did boycott some of them. But later it was confirmed that Tigray fighters entered there. When I report about divisions in Fano supporters, some of them, they accuse me of being bribed by PMRP and they start campaigning in comment section against the channel. I don't care. I don't ban them from commenting. The most criticized guy, the guy I criticized the most so far is Ethiopian PMRP. In the last 5 years, the man I criticize the most is Ethiopian PM. Whether it is about security, foreign policy, economy, conflicts, religion, I lashed out at the Prime Minister Prosperity Party, his government. And government people, they have been launching boycott campaigns to, I know they've been monitoring my channel as well, my viewers as well. So I don't care if people subscribe or unsubscribe, if people become members or if they just cancel their membership. I could not confirm any major rallies in support of Fano yesterday in Amhara region. Even if a few were held, were insignificant, keeping in view the number of rallies backed by the government organized across the Amhara region. It does not mean that Fano fighters don't have the support of the people of Amhara. My position same since last year. Fano fighters receive support from people. People's hearts are with Fano. But problem is that this conflict is now becoming a matter of survival for the people of Amhara. How long can they wait now? How long should they wait now while their children out of schools? Diaspora activists are abroad, living lavish lifestyle lives, while in Amhara people are suffering. Their hearts with Fano, but they want solution. They want peace. Fano promised to reach Addis Ababa last year. A year has passed, no signs of the reaching Addis Ababa. So Fano will have to review its targets, its strategies. Yesterday's rallies are not indicative of uh, we cannot say that Fano has completely lost support of the people in the Amhara region. But Fano activists should not share old videos. That cannot take away the that cannot just take away the significance which yesterday's rallies gained. Pro-government rallies. Government managed to put up a very impressive show yesterday. No one can deny that. But it does not mean that people now will start rising against Fano. And I think we did not hear any slogans against Fano in government-backed rallies. Why? Because people know if they start criticizing Fano openly, they could be killed. And some definitely don't want to criticize Fano publicly because they don't want to do it. In their hearts, they don't want to do it as well. So, yesterday's rallies were not just the final thing. A lot will happen. Both parties, government, Fano, they have their support in the region. Secondly, was update for you about DDR in the Tigray region of Ethiopia. 75,000 Tigray fighters are going to be disarmed. It was announced a few weeks ago. DDR ongoing so far 5,728 Tigray fighters have been completely disarmed, demobilized, and reintegrated into society. It was confirmed today. So 75,000 will take several months, it means. The next phase will start. So complete DDR, if things remain conducive and no accident happens, complete DDR will take several months, maybe more than a year. So while DDR is ongoing, political conflict in Tigray is continuing as well. I wonder how these demobilized Tigray youths will survive, keeping in view that Tigray leaders are fighting for power, no real efforts being made for job creation, for the resumption of economic activities. Rather, TPLF, Debretsion, Getachew government are fighting for more administrative control of Tigray. Thank you for watching.